apparently Marvel Studios is really happy with what Jon Bernthal has brought to the role of the Punisher for Daredevil Born Again, to the point that we might be seeing history repeat itself, because rumors are now suggesting that Daredevil Born Again Season 2 will be heavily pushing the Punisher as equal footing or on par as the main star of Daredevil Born Again. And if you guys remember Daredevil Season 2, this is exactly what happened. Okay, so let's talk about some brand new reports that might be concerning if you're one of the people that has some PTSD with how they handled Daredevil Season 2, which universally seems to be the weakest reviewed and least liked season of that series. And it makes sense. Half the series was a Punisher pilot, while the other half was Matt Murdock repeating the same exact plot over and over with the Hand. It left a lot of people disappointed, and a lot of people said, maybe you shouldn't have just done this as a Punisher pilot season, if you will. So if that was your concern, it sounds like that Marvel Studios might concern you again, because recent reports have suggested that Daredevil Born Again Season 1 has enough Punisher to whet the appetite, but the second half is heavily focused on Frank Castle, to the point that it's being set up as a series that's going to lead to his own spin-off. Now, if this is the case, we're just literally repeating what happened on Netflix. But I'm just going to take sort of a step back and say, I think that they can handle this right if it's not so shoehorned. And I don't think it will be, because the whole point of Season 2 of Daredevil was to tell his origin and then just get the Punisher being Punisher. We now know his origin. So him making his way back to interact with the characters in this world and now having the bigger Marvel universe open and at their disposal, they can just easily reintroduce him, set up a story, and then he goes off on his own. And I think it makes a lot of sense, especially with the fact that it's all canon now, and we never had Frank Castle face-to-face to trade blows with Kingpin, which they teased. So again, I'm willing to just take a step back and go, you know what? They got a chance here to do it better. Not that I hated what they did with Netflix. Don't get me wrong. Don't twist my words or anything. I loved Daredevil Season 2. I actually think Season 2 is my favorite of the three, and I know I'm in the minority on that one. I loved the Punisher series for what it was, and at the end, he finally became Frank Castle. It took 2 seasons, to become the Punisher Frank Castle that's kind of a unhinged lunatic. So I'm excited to see how Marvel's going to treat it, and I'm not looking down upon this just yet like some people.